today's segment is themed mental health and well-being. So, watchers, stay back and watch. So today's first question is, what is optimal mental health and how does it impact our overall well-being? Mr. Kuto.
Okay, thank you so much. Good afternoon, students of Brand High. Good afternoon, parents out there. Good afternoon to everyone who is watching us. And I thank you for this opportunity. Mental health is an issue that is affecting everyone. It concerns everyone in this whole wide world. And that's why there is the need for us to talk about it. It's good for everyone, be you young or old. So there is the need, and it's very good that we are talking about this issue this afternoon. The optimal mental health is a state of well-being in which individuals or people are able to manage their stress level and again have a fulfilled life, and also being able to maintain relationship. Yes, and this one can result into good productivity. So if you have a mental health, that's the optimal mental health, meaning you'll be able to produce very well in a positive way, not in a negative way. So let's see some of the key characteristics here. Some of the key characteristics about optimal mental health is emotional resilience. You being able to have positive relationship with people. Now, let's say on campus, if you are able to live very well with your peers in the house, you are able to live very well with your parents and other family members, meaning you have an optimal mental health. And then if you are also able to manage yourself very well, you also have the optimal mental health. So this is what I can say about the optimal mental health.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, Mr. Ej, do you have anything to add?
All right. Thank you for the opportunity given us this afternoon. First of all, let me say good afternoon to Brand High students and staff, and also parents out there watching us and all our viewers. I say good afternoon. First of all, when talk about mental health, people think mental health is for those who are mad, or when they are talking about mental health, they are talking about those who are mad. For instance, when I told the staff that they're having a discussion about mental health at the school studio, someone was like, and I quote, "Ade about them guhana." So you see these misconceptions about mental health. And mental health, in a layman's view, is how your thoughts, your feelings, and your behavior affect your life.
Okay.
That's the simplest definition for mental health, and it actually affects our well-being. So if you are not mentally stable, you can even fall sick. Yes, because mental health contributes a lot to our total well-being.
Okay. Thank you very much. So, what are the most common health conditions affecting individuals and what are their characteristics, Mr. Ej?
All right. For the most common mental health disorder affecting individuals, we have depression, whereby people become so depressed that they have attention deficit. When they're in class, they don't even pay attention, or when they are paying attention, the next moment they're out of the class. Meanwhile, they are there. Physically, they are there, but emotionally and psychologically, they are not there. That is the first one we can talk about. Depression. We can also talk about anxiety, fear. People tend to fear things when maybe, let's say, someone who has been abused, sexually abused. Such person may intend to like fear boys because of that experience. So we have that anxiety as also a mental health disorder. We also have stress. We also have lifestyle choices. eating disorders also as a mental health disorder. So all these are common mental health disorders, and it's not about being bipolar or other things that people think that's what mental health is concerned. Thank you.
But I have a question myself.
Okay.
Isn't bipolar a disorder on its own?
Yeah, it is. So you asked of the most common one, and that's
ones.
why he said that
Okay.
bipolar is one of the disorder or mental health disorder, where your mood can just change, and sometimes as we are sitting now, you can be extremely happy, and sometimes too extremely sad. So when you see, it isn't that you see that someone being extremely happy, then the person has had bipolar. No, it should be extreme one, or it should be something continuous. So you can't just tell someone that this person may have or is having bipolar disorder. No, if you do that, then you are also causing a harm to someone. So it's not only the bipolar. We also have disorders like let me mention this kleptomania, where you have the zeal to steal. Yes, this one, I'm mentioning this because we normally find it in the school setting.
Yeah, for sure.
A learner may not necessarily need, for instance, this pen, but he or she may feel like, oh, let me take it. He wouldn't sell it for anything, but he would just have the feeling that, and it's also a disorder. Yes, we also have the feeling of certain fire. That's the kleptomania. That one, if that's pyromania, this one, he or she feels like certain fire. So don't be too surprised when you see someone setting a fire in a room. It's not his or her, it may not be his or her fault, but it's something that is going on. And if you see that, then you have to also seek for attention.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
I'm really learning a lot. Yes. So our next question we have, what strategies can individuals employ to manage and overcome mental health challenges?
Okay, thank you so much. So as students, I will start from students before I go to the home. Students can engage in exercises. You need regular exercises. These exercises are not necessarily going to the field to do walking. If you are doing well, you walk from this place, like it's an exercise. So walking from here to campus is not an easy task. So that one is an exercise. And then when we go home, we need to learn how to cook. Even writing is an exercise. Yeah. And then we also have to eat nutritious food, well-balanced diet, food. I know Brand High is doing.
Yeah, they're doing really great. I have to applaud them. Actually.
Yes, so we encourage Brand High to continue with that and even do better.
Yeah.
Good. So we encourage learners or our parents to engage in nutritious food for their children. And again, we also need to practice what we call mindfulness. This mindfulness, whereby you are trying to assess yourself that this thing I'm becoming stressful. So let me breathe in. So you can take in some breath. So you can do that. This out. Yes, you take in breath and then you release it. You can do it for continuously about 5 times, and you see that the whole mind will be free from. We also need some sleeping. Yes, sleeping is also very important. So we have to sleep. I'm not saying we should sleep and sleep and sleep, but we in as much as we need to learn, we need also to sleep. And then what else can I say? We need to love ourselves. Yes, you need to love ourselves. Love yourself. Accept that I'm a unique person. don't compare yourself to play many people. Oh, this person is able to pass that and I didn't. No, once you have been able to do something, just embrace it and then do better. And then the last one I would say is that we should keep grateful journalism, journaling.
Yeah.
That is, whatever you have done that you think is good, write it down. The more you write it down, the more you yourself, you acknowledge that, oh, so I was able to help this person. I was able to do that. I was able to do that. And it's good for your mental health. We are not encouraging you to write the negative ones, but we are encouraging you to write down the positive ones and then show some care. Show some care. Care for your friend, care for your parents, care for your teachers and others, so that you can have a sound mind. Thank you very much.
You. So our next question we have: what are the key determinants of mental health, and how do they impact overall well-being, Mr. AJ?
Thank you for this question. For the determinants of mental health, I'll first start from the biological factors. Because that one is very common. Let's say if your parents or any of your family member is suffering from any mental health disorder, then it is likely that you might also get the or be suffering from any mental health disorder, because it can be passed from generation to generation and from your parents to you. So we first of all have the biological factor. You also have the environmental factor.
Well, let me add some to it. So we also have psychological factors, whereby when we say psychological, coming from the mind or coming. So as you said, though it's under socio-economical factor, it can also come whereby you are comparing, trying to compare. That's my mom, my dad. And it has been happening a lot, and that's why we need this education very well. So with this psychological factors, we also have personality traits. How we can go into our temperaments, like you're sanguine, melancholic, and others. Yes. So it also comes as a result of some are so high in one that if you don't take care, especially with the sanguine, sometimes he or she will behave in certain way that is not supposed to be, especially among crowd. And at the end of the day, say, oh, why did I behave that? They normally behave impulsively. That's they act without even thinking of what they are doing first. So after they have done it, they will realize that, oh, I did some mistakes and I shouldn't have done that. The more you think about it, the more it affects you. So we also encourage that, yes, the harm has already been caused. What can I do? Try and forget about it. And if you think that is so excessive that you can't forget about it, seek a professional help. Yeah.
So you mentioned personality traits, right?
Yeah.
And it reminded me of something: split personality or dual personality. Is that also one of the things that contribute to?
I didn't hear you very well.
Split personality or dual personality. That's
dual
like
personality.
You having different sides. Like you can act like something and the next minute. I think it all boils down to false identity.
False
actions.
identity, yes.
So that's also one of them.
It's one of them, yes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So our next question we have: what are the essential elements for adolescents to develop a strong sense of well-being, and how can they be supported? Mr. J.
Thank you very much. So the essential elements we need in our daily lives as an adolescent is that, first of all, you must build a connect network. You must build a connect network. What do I mean by building a connect network? That is having friends that will support you mentally. Friends that will help you promote your mental health. So friends you play together with, friends you can study together with, friends you can do, in fact, anything with, so that in case you have any mental health problem, you can talk to them, and maybe they can also help you recover from sick things. And also, once we are in school, we must seek for professional help as adolescents. In fact, mental health can affect anyone at all. So once we are in school, we should seek for help. Go to the school counselor, because she is professionally trained to handle such issues. Or better still, we can talk to teachers we trust so much, so that if the problem is also about them, they can also maybe refer it to the counselor, and the counselor will take it from there. And also, we must engage in activities that will bring us joy, things that will bring happiness to your life. It's not, you should not always be like sitting lonely and be thinking and be stressing yourself. No, sometimes you must do things that will make you happy, like playing volleyball, maybe reading, maybe participating in the school choir. All these things can influence your mental health, and it will help you cope with any mental health problem. And also, we can talk about learning ourselves or educating ourselves as a way, or as an essential element to our mental health well-being. So what do I mean by educating ourselves? If you are not told that if you are stressed or you are depressed, it is a sign of mental health, you may not know. So we should educate ourselves about these things, so that we can seek help or seek for the appropriate help to cope with these mental health disorders.
Okay.
And to add up with what Mr. G said, although he mentioned some, I will add up. I made mention of cooking.
Yes.
Yeah. And also managing our screen time.
Yes.
Yes. All these can, in fact, students now are really attached to screens, especially when we go home. Over here, we don't have access to the screen, like phones and laptops and other televisions. So we need to manage it, because too much of everything is bad. Sometimes you can just watch, and the more you watch as you sit, you have even it can even affect your spinal cord without you knowing very well. So we have to also, and then we have to also maintain personal hygiene.
Yes.
We need to take our bath. We need to dress, especially when we go home. Sometimes you may not be going to any place, but at least dress to make yourself happy. Play some music. Don't wait for someone to happy you. You have to also happy your own self. So you can play some music, dance. Yes, even if you don't know how to dance, you can jump and jump and jump. Sometimes if mommy and daddy, parents out there, let's try and encourage dancing, playing with our children in the house, because it also help you, the parents, as well. So we have some parents who every day working. No, yes, working is good, but sometimes we also have to find time for our children and for our own self, and all these can help to maintain good mental health.
Okay. So thank you very much. So we all know that mental health actually influences academic performances. So what strategies can be employed to mitigate any negative effects?
Well, the negative effects, the strategies that learners can use to avoid these negative effects. One, you need to know whom you are. What am I here for? Did my parents bring me here just to have friends? So you should know whom you are. If you know whom you are, then you know the aim that you want to achieve in future. So I want to become a journalist, for instance. Okay, so if I want to become a journalist, what do I require? I need to learn. I need to have a mentor. I need to, when I say mentor, someone who is having a good virtue that you are learning from.
So to add up to what Mrs. Sokoto said, first of all, we must look at how this mental health disorder leads to low academic achievement or influence our academic performance. First of all, it decreases our concentration and attention in class, and also it demotivates us, leads to low motivation in class and engagement, and in turn we are getting low grades and low academic achievement. So once we know these negative effects, we know how or the strategies to mitigate this effect. So we can first of all talk about having a support network in the classroom. Since you know that you frequently go out of the class, or maybe you start thinking about something else whilst there is a teacher in your class, you can let a friend know and sit beside such a friend. So if there is a teacher in the class and the teacher is teaching, the friend, when the friend sees that maybe you are not paying attention, she or he can tap you and let you be aware of yourself that I'm in class. And also you can let your teacher know, so that when they come to class they can frequently engage you in class. And we can also talk about managing our own personal time. Since you are aware that you get depressed, or you have attention deficit, you are frequently absent minded in the classroom, you can manage your time well, so that during prep time you can also catch up with what you lost during the classes hours. And I think these strategies can help us to mitigate these negative effects we are facing as a result of these mental health disorders. And I will use this opportunity to also encourage teachers to pay attention to our students, because some of them may not pretend to not just pay attention, but because of what they are going through, the anxiety, the depressed, the stress they are going through, they may turn up not paying attention in class. So we encourage our teachers to frequently engage our students, and also prevent colleagues laughing at students when they give answers in class. And this can also further demotivate them from answering questions and engaging themselves in class. Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
Please, to add up, as he said, you may not realize that I have this challenge, so you wouldn't even know. We encourage learners to come to the counseling office. The counselor is there to help you. So if you come, and then we know that, then we will also liaise with the teachers. They will be able to help you very well. We also encourage parents, that sometimes parents may know their wards challenges. We encourage that when you come, let the counselor know about it, so that we'll be able to help your child in the school. We can't assume.
Yeah.
Yes, so your child may have a special need. If the counselor gets to know about it, we will be able to know how best we can help the child. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So unfortunately, time will not permit us to continue this discussion. I really love it so much. I really learned a lot today. But all too soon we have to end. So Mr. Okoto, your final words.
Thank you. Mental health, as I said from the beginning, is very, very crucial to everyone. Everyone needs this education. Let's try not to undermine anyone, because sometimes somebody may behave in a certain way it seems so weird to you. It may not be his or her fault. Perhaps it's something that is going on. And I must say that those of us who are sick in the mind, we are more than those of us who are sick physically. Almost everybody is sick in the mind, and that's why everybody needs this education. As we are trying to talk about these things, if you think that you have certain challenge or a certain thing that is bothering you, don't hesitate to go for professional help. That's from the counselor. Any hospital facility can be of help. If you go there and they are not able to help you, they will refer you to the appropriate one. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. J.
Okay, I would just say mental health is not for those who are mad. It's for me, it's for you, it's for us, it's for everyone. So we should erode such misconceptions and study about our mental health and seek help when it's needed. Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
So the last one, when students when they see learners coming to the counseling office, it's like a stigma. That's why we have changed our name to Solace Center. We think that you should be comfortable. So don't hesitate. And when someone is coming there, don't assume that this person is having it. Perhaps he or she is even coming to share her victory. So don't just assume.
And they assume the person is mad.
Yes, and they assume the person is mad.
So thank you very much for your time. Thank you all for watching.
You're
Stay
welcome.
tuned for more episodes of Science Spotlight. It's your host Koa signing out. So make sure to follow us on our social media platforms at Brand High Media on YouTube, Andre Senior High on Instagram, Saint Brother Andre Senior High School on Facebook, Saint Brother Andre SHS on TikTok, www.sbahs.edu.gh. Make sure to leave your questions in the comment section and answers will be provided in the next segment. Thank you all for watching. See you soon.
Enemies, I keep this dance for this.